Maybe. Hopefully. Yeah. All right. That was an old song. Old Andy McKee song. Andy McKee. A funky angle. I don't know why I can never get it right. Rebecca. Rebecca Lassalle. Hello. Hello. Can you play Waylon Jennings? No, I don't know. I would love to play Waylon Jennings. I think I used to know. I used to know that song, Take This Job and Shove It. Yeah. this job is shut. It's okay though. All right. No, today I'm just practicing. Oh, yes, dude. You know. Homeboy knows. I can play King of the Hill though. Scuffed it up there a little bit. I don't normally do that. I know that one well. I don't know why I did that. Probably because it's the first thing I played since this morning. But yeah, I started a live stream earlier at about 12 o'clock, and it went on for about an hour. And then I started realizing that, there were a couple people in the chat. One particular person in the chat was telling me, oh, you should play that, but then bump up the metronome. So it got me thinking, he's right. So start the metronome at a certain BPM, do my scale or whatever I was doing, and then just bump it up 10 more and bump it up 10 more and bump it up 10 more. And it was actually working really well. So I might try that again. In fact, that's why I kind of wanted to do this. But I also wanted to get my picking hand down well, too. Because I feel like I neglected it. Yeah, anyway. Maybe I won't. I don't know. I was like... Ooh. Fingernails are kind of long. Oh, okay, we already did it once. Now we'll go to 110. Like that, right? Oh yeah, nice. Nice words, bro. That's a long one. Yeah, stop doing yours. Yeah, okay. Build good technique, but play that. Okay, yeah, I rarely practice good luck on you on your journey. Thank you, I appreciate it. Yeah, man. I felt like I'm a decent player, but I felt like I can really kind of go back and tighten some things up. Stuff that I know I need to work on. Yes, I do. I read music too. Do you read tabs? There's a red pill alpha chord, or better known as a E major 9, E major add 9. Very, very pretty. With a E major 7. I like those chords. They're there. It's more of a 7, I think. Oh, what has he got? Okay. So here's a pretty chord. Is this in order of... Oh, I see. E, A, D, G. Oh, yeah, okay. E, A. So we're going to go... Oh, man, okay. It's weird. Okay. So the E is going to be X'd out as a ghost note, right? Whoa. You don't play the EX mean... You don't play the EX means you don't play. Yeah. I get that now. I was like, shh. Yeah, the E's a ghost note. So we don't play it at all. We're going to play fourth finger. And then on the D, we're going to play a 6. It's going to be probably a closed chord. 6. So root 5. 8. Oh, we're going for a 9 chord, bro. Okay. Oh, yeah. That one right there. Right? Yes, that one. Okay. I kind of like it like that. I want to see if it feels more comfortable with the middle finger. I feel like I can straighten my wrist out more. That's cool, man. I like that a lot. Bro! That's a great chord. I like doing the chord of the C major and an E major. Okay, let's try that. With a C major. Nice, dude. Nice. I like this. I like this a lot. I like the A. It adds a special sound. I agree. Very good. But like the bar chord C major. Oh. C major, and E major. Or maybe an E7. Oh yeah, E7. Yeah. Right on, dude. Yeah. You know what's up, dude. Exert? Is that how I say your name? Exert? Let's go check out your channel, dude. Let's see what you're all about. Exert. What is it? Exert extract. I don't know. Sorry, I can't pronounce your name. Oh, I see your channel, bro. Bro, you're legit. Do you pronounce your the X in your name? Do you pronounce that with a Z? Is it Zertias? Strat? Zertias? I don't know, but I'm subbing, bro. Yes, it is an X. That's it. Okay. Exert. Okay, X. That's cool. X. Well, nice to meet you, bro, and thank you for sharing that chord. That's a banger. I just subbed to your channel, so I'll check it out later. Let's see if I can put a little spice to it. That's cool. Well, thank you. I subscribe to you. Right on, dude. Cool. I'm also a bass player. That's my main instrument. I mostly do shred stuff, improv. Ooh, nice, bro. Heck yeah. Yeah, I think, made a tutorial with no commentary to do a Polyphia. Oh, yeah, Polyphia. I've seen Polyphia twice at the place I work. I work at a theater. I work at a local theater here, music theater. And I got to see Polyphia a couple times come through. That first time it was all sold out. I was working upstairs. Got to see everything. Yeah, those guys are awesome. Not even close to playing any of their stuff. So I go over these like permutations of 4 and 5 and all these numbers and stuff. But you're probably familiar with them. Something like that. Yeah, I see it anyway. But ultimately it's like, keeping your fingers curled, doing all that. Just that real cold practice, dude. Yeah, anyway. It's fun though. I've been doing this for 5 weeks now. And I can see a huge improvement. So I just do them all, man. I don't, the 4s, they don't take that long. About an hour. But what I was trying to do was take one of those patterns and just see how far I can get the metronome going up. So I was doing 3, 1, 4, 2. 3, 4. if you want an improv technique, I recommend a channel called John York. He gives great exercises. This guy can. Ooh, all right. Noted. That's why I have a pen and paper here. John York, bro. Thank you for sharing. Nice. I definitely get to. I think my biggest thing, I want to be able to play with nothing held back. Even if it's like a flub note or something, I just need more direction on the mapping of the fretboard. I need to really see it in my mind and know where to go. You know what I mean? I think building a strong technique is important, man. It also really irritates me too when I see guys that have really poor technique and it's like they're fighting with the instrument. I don't like that. I like it when you could watch them and they make it look easy. So getting on a level, like say like a Paul Gilbert level, that's my guy. I like him. And many others like him. And just to be able to have that freedom, you know, like to be able to work at the speed of thought with, you know what I mean? Knowing all your scales, knowing all that stuff, yeah, totally. But then choosing the right ones at the right time and learning how to improv. And I think jazz would definitely help a lot in that area. Maybe jazz and classical. So, not there yet, though. Not there yet. I got a while. Raina Eth. Raina Eth, are you playing songs? I can play a few songs here and there. But I'm trying to practice. I'm just trying to practice, that's all. X says, yeah, I'm pretty happy with my technique after 7 years. Yeah, nice, dude. But I just don't know theory, though. My ears help a lot. Yeah, ears are the most important. I'm kind of rusty with theory, too. But, you know, that comes. I want to get to the point with theory, too, where I'm like, all right, I'm mapping out things, and when I'm writing or something, I can be like, oh, you know, A minor can work with C major, or, you know, let's just throw something out real quick, just jam and just feel it first, and then do that stuff later. But yeah, 7 years. Good job, man. If you were starting from nothing 7 years ago, that's really good. Another thing I want to do is practice my picking. So this guy that used to be on YouTube, I used to watch a lot. He passed away a couple years ago, but he's an exceptionally great guitar teacher. His name is Pebber Brown. Pebber, like pepper, but Pebber Brown. Pebber Brown is a great guitar teacher, but he's really big on picking, right? Picking and timing. So it'd be like something called serrode picking. He's really big with serrode picking. And I suck at it, but I sucked 5 weeks ago when I could barely do it. But now that I'm like relaxed and I'm starting to get that motion down with my thumb, you know, that little kind of like drawing like a pencil. So I'm kind of getting used to it. It's still awkward though. It's still awkward for me. And then eventually I want to try to do this. Like this, I don't know, inverted scraping thing. Because I know Yngwie Malmsteen does that kind of stuff too. It's like almost like completely inverted. Looks weird. Feels weirder. My personal favorite, John Petrucci's. Yes, Steve Vai, bro. Yeah, John Petrucci. Yeah, bro. Dude, I like these. I want to do, you know what I really want to do? Is the Rock Discipline. The Rock Discipline DVD. Or I guess you can find it just on YouTube. I've seen it on YouTube as well. I picked up this one. Really like that one. My personal favorite. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's a great one. Yeah. I'm not sure if he does it in the video, but I was kind of thinking I'd like to do it so to get my right hand used to the sweeping motion. I'll go up with it and then down with it, or down with it and then up with it. Like that. Yeah, Steve Vai made a feature with a guy. Oh yeah. I know who you're talking about. Mateus. I just say Mateus. I can't. Mancuso. Can never remember that. Mateus, I know who you're talking about. He's the picker. I don't know. Yeah, he's great. Basically he shreds with no pick. Yeah. He's awesome. What was I gonna say? I was gonna tell you a story. So 2 years ago, I think 2024. Yeah, September 2024. I live in Arizona, and there's a place called the Celebrity Theater, and the Celebrity Theater is shaped like a big donut, and in the center of it is the stage. So it's like, and then the audience is around here, and then down towards the center is the stage, and the stage rotates. It's really well known for that. Anyway, an old friend of mine, hadn't seen in years, decades, and he hits me up out of nowhere and says, dude, I got an extra ticket to go see Beat with Steve Vai, Adrian Bellew, Danny Carey, and Tony Levin on bass. So it was, what do they call it? King Crimson. It was a King Crimson thing. 80s King Crimson. And Steve Vai was a part of that show, man. I'd never seen Steve Vai before. I always wanted to. And lo and behold, I get this opportunity, this free gift opportunity. And we were only like 5 rows back from the stage. So we were right there. And I was like, I yelled at him. I said something like right when the song went down and then it got silent. So he was shredding, like his soul was coming out of his body. And he's like, yeah, And then he's like, it stops. The song stops. And I said something like, yeah, Steve, or something like that. And I yelled it. And then the whole audience was like, and Steve just looks at me and goes, like that. That was awesome. That was so sick. Steve Vai, I saw you that. Yeah. Yeah, he saw me and he pointed. And I was like, ah! Yeah, man. What a cool show. And Danny Carey, if you know who Danny Carey is, man, that dude can rip. That dude is an absolute beast. Could you do a F sharp major chord, but let the B and high E ring out? F sharp major? Oh yeah. Like that? Oh yeah. That sounds kind of like a very Vai chord. It's that one. A little tension. See, I'll just throw things out, and if they land, they land. I'm not like thinking, oh, that'll work with this. I just don't do that. I want to get to the point, though, where I'm like, oh, yeah, I know that chord, and this chord goes right along with it. Segues. Yes, that chord is nice. That is a delicious chord, dude. Look at these chords I'm learning today. That would kind of go too with it, right? Maybe? Let's see. My fingers get in the way. Nails. Yeah. Sick with it, man. Yo, you know what? This is great. I've yet to have a good conversation with somebody that can actually play in my chat. Ooh, here we go. A minor. D minor. Ooh. Yeah, nice. I'm gonna write that down. Nice progression. A minor, D minor, G, yep, C major, 7, F major 7, E and E 7. Sick, brother. It's simple, always sounds great. Heck yeah. No, I can't. I'm gonna sound terrible, but I don't know if I have a favorite chord progression. I like the way this one sounds though, with the A. If that's a progression, I guess it could be. Could be like that. Or even like this one. Like that one. To an A. I guess that was A. Sorry. Well, I'm looking for E. Wait. That's the one. So I like the way the like E major with an A major sounds back and forth. Maybe he had a C sharp major, minor. Like that. I was working on this one song by Mr. Big, Paul Gilbert. Sorry, rusty. And then it goes. That's a B. What is it? I think it's a B major 9. Wait. I'm the one who wants to be with you. That one. I cannot seem to play either. Do you like open tuning? Yes. Devin Townsend. That's my favorite open tune player ever. Open D? Yeah. Oh, like an open D. Yes. Like an actual open D chord. Not drop D. Yeah. Like, I believe. Yeah. Oh, Dad. Oh, I'm going to write that one down, too. I've seen that open chord, but I've never tuned down to it or ever played it. So I might actually do that. It's Dad, F sharp. Nice. Dad, F sharp, add. It's Dad Fad with a sharp in it. What a beautiful tuning. I will definitely try that. Not right now, though. Yesterday, somebody asked me to play Snuff by Slipknot. And it was in like drop C sharp something. And it was like, boom. And it was just like, my strings. So then I tuned back up and it was like, it took actually like overnight. I woke up this morning and it was still all flubbed up. And the acoustic, I don't know if it's just different, but tension on it or something. And I only have an acoustic. So this guitar was in storage for 5 years. And I just got it back last month. Maybe 6 weeks ago, I got it back. Cleaned it up, scrubbed it up, new strings. In fact, I've been practicing every day since then. And I go live, and that's what started the whole YouTube thing, really, because I started going live and just practicing. So, and then, lo and behold, 5 weeks later, I have 200 subs over. So it's pretty cool. There is a song called "I Couldn't Change for You" by Adolescent Dreams. Adolescent Dreams. I couldn't change for you. Cool, man. More. Now we're going to go to 120. Oh. Sorry, I had a bug land on me. It's about to smash it. 128. Okay. Now, I started losing it earlier at 180. That's where it completely fell apart. So I'm going to try to see what I can do. Now we're at 130. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Oh, wait. I sometimes do what you do there with different combinations for exercise. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm doing, actually. These permutations, bro. Right there. So, yeah. And this one I'm doing, I like the threes. I like to do the threes. Alright, let's try 140. Same one. Keep going. 150. What do you say? What'd you say, X? Do you have your own music? If yes, play us a little thing you made. I'm curious. I don't have anything really written. If I wrote anything, it's going to be on bass. I have a lot of songs on bass, not so much on guitar. When I was practicing bass when I was younger, it was kind of like either one. You know, I chose to go the bass path. So I gave a lot of my attention to bass growing up when I was a kid. And then guitar sort of fell to the wayside, but it came in and out of my life. So like I said earlier, this guitar was gone for 5 years, didn't really play at all. I did, however, 4 years ago at this point, I had a 7-string Agile. I think that's what the brand was called. It was an Agile guitar. It was a beautiful guitar, 7-string electric. And I had the same idea, same plan. I wanted to just really get into it, get on the practice. And I did a couple times here and there, but it wasn't as disciplined. And because life kind of got in the way, work got in the way, people got in the way, you know what I mean? So really wish I had that guitar still, but I'll get an electric at some point again too. And then I can start writing too, because that's important. There should be making some stuff up, you know. Get some real good riffs going. Anyway. Arm keeps sticking. One more time. 1, 2, 3, go. Oh, lost it. Let's see if I can keep doing it. It's when I shift. Oh. I just want to see if I can do it real quick. I'm going to go to 200. That's my target, dude. I want to get in the 200s, dude. Oh, bro, that is so fast. People may not understand how difficult it is to get motivated to do those exercises. You are very patient. It does take some patience, man. And I do all of them. I do only the 24 groups of 4. But I do them every day. If I play them, I'm to the point now where I can play them all back to back with very little stop in between. And it'll take roughly about 45 minutes. But then if I'm like chatting or doing something else or whatever, if there's some segue in between, it'll be about an hour. I always try to keep it about an hour. So I do that every day for an hour. I've been doing that every day for an hour for the past 5.5 weeks, probably. 5 weeks? 5 weeks, probably. And then at some point, I want to actually dedicate. See, my schedule work-wise, too, sometimes it's so sporadic. Because I work in the music industry, too, but it's like when shows come through and stuff, too. So a show can happen anytime or any day. So I have to kind of plan a week. You know, I only got about a week. But I ultimately would like to take one day and just wake up and start doing it. You know what I mean? And just make it a whole day, like an 8-hour day. I got this book. Ooh, you'll appreciate this. Check this out. Check out this book, X. Oh! This is the Virtuosos complete 10-hour and 30-hour practice routines. Right there. Right there, buddy. And this has got some good stuff in it too, man. I've looked through this thing so many times, and yet I've done anything about it. So now's the time to do it. Here's one called an angular exercise. Let's see what this is about really quick. Let's just mess around here. Let's see what this is about. The angular exercise, an effective way to improve your string crossing technique, is to perform what I call angular exercises. Okay, let's see what he means. Starting on the first string with an upstroke. I'm sorry, downstroke. Okay. Wait. Whoa. Okay. I'd have to dig a little bit on this one. But yeah. Let's see what he goes down here. We have an upstroke. Oh, so he's oh. See, when he starts talking about like upstrokes and down, and then moving fingers in between that's where you're starting to really contemplate things, really use your brain when it comes to like all this different picking, like, and then recording, doing that. Wow, amazing. Yeah, I told you, bro. Told you. It's a cool book. But see, at like the beginning of the book. So the 10-hour workout, he says, 10-hour workout guitar is linear picking exercises, stretching exercises, ultra important, I think. Angular exercises, chord studies, scales, mode studies, leaving the woodshed for other rooms, and transcribing. Talking about a guy who wrote consistently. Linear picking. Linear picking is a lot like the permutations, right? I think it is. Yeah. Yeah, linear picking is a lot like the... Yeah, by the way, I realized I arrived in the chat without asking you something important, despite the crazy times we live in. Oh, yeah. I'm doing all right, man. You doing good? I think, yeah. I look at it this way, man. Like, here we go. Lemmy Kilmister. Lemmy, dude. Lemmy Kilmister, Motorhead, said it poignantly. He was being interviewed one time, and he says, somebody asked him, well, so what do you think of the state of the affairs of the world nowadays? And he said something to the effect of, do you ever see anything getting any better? Don't worry about it. Something like that. And I thought that was such a, yes, And that doesn't mean put your head in the sand. That doesn't mean not be aware of things and all that. But don't focus on it. That's what they want. That's what these warlocks and these witches want, bro. They want you in fear. And you're not gonna give it to them. Old Zechariah's not. No way. Not me. I've always been that way though. I'm like, whatever, And people in high places, the elite and all the, they don't have your best interest, man. None of that. No. It's all a facade. No. Just keep on doing what you're doing. And I think I've played, I'm an old guy now. And I'm like, gotta like accept that too. I don't feel that old. I don't feel like I'm 39, but I feel like I'm 15 at heart, But I feel like there was a big gap in my life where I'm like, all right, well, kind of missed out on that. Now I can kind of gain that back, get it back. So It's never too late, man. Tommy Emmanuel said that. Legendary guitarist Tommy Emmanuel. When I saw him on New Year's Eve about 10 years ago. And I think his album was called It's Never Too Late. And he was like 65 at the time or something like that. And he just had a kid. That's why he called it that. He called it It's Never Too Late. So I figure now, hey, why not? Why not do it? I don't, really have anything else going on in my life. I'm kind of a Sigma guy. I'm a Sigma male, if you want to put a label on it. I certainly don't party. I don't do any of that stuff. I'm clean, I'm razor straight. My mind is clear. All that stuff, man. I'm good. Trust me, I'm good. You know me? You smell me? By the way, yeah. This is a cool song by another guitarist I absolutely love. He's my favorite. He's probably my favorite guitarist in the world. Is Buckethead. And very few songs I could play of his, but this is a good one I love. Using those major 9 chords. Yeah, Big Bucket is my favorite. And this is a song from the Praxis album. Yeah, and it just keeps repeating. Buckethead is a I know. Dude. I'm not even joking, but that's kind of the level where I'm at. That's where my mindset's at, ultimately, is just to dedicate. That's all you do. That's all you know. You know what I mean? But that's tough. I wonder how he does that. I think a lot of the things that he did when he was younger. He did very early. I think he got all this stuff out of the way very early. So, but he still is incredible. Yes, way more than 300 at this point. I think he's at 700 something now, maybe 800. He does those Pike albums, and I can't even keep up with any of that. In fact, I listened to the very first few of those albums, and they're great, but that was like 10 years ago. But he's got like classic albums of his that he came out with. He's got like good maybe 10 or 12 albums of his own that were like, what do you call it? Concept albums. So yeah. But you know what? His stuff too. He's so unique. The way he plays in different tunings sometimes too. He plays in E flat a lot. And it's really hard to replicate his stuff. There are some songs though like that one. Yeah. He's got a great acoustic album called Coma. That is probably my favorite. One of my favorites. I like his more mellow. Now that I'm kind of older too, I like his more mellow stuff. The whole shreddy, melty, facey thing, wanky. It's cool. Trust me, but time and place for it. But yeah, those are some of my influences, man. And yeah, if I could get to that level of just playing completely free, that's where I want to be. I know it sounds really vague, but I don't care. I just want to be able to pick it up, not just know a lot of songs either. I want to do like become a human jukebox too. You know, where I just know a lot of songs. But I think he's a lot like that too. What's the best life advice you can give me? I'm 23. You're 23, right on, bro. Yeah, I got you by like a lot of years. And my girlfriend left me recently. Oh, bro, I need to find some peace. Yeah, I feel you. Yeah, bro. Well, you're at a good age too, where you're not super. You see, let me think, because I can always think like, oh, when I was that age, kind of old man shit. But uh, seriously though, when I was your age, I went through a breakup when I was 18, my first girlfriend, and that that completely took me out for like almost all of my 20s. Like after about 10 years, when I was about 28, I started to finally, warm up with women. You know what I mean? It's not that I was like afraid um, but then I finally started to come out of my shell a little bit more. And then I got into my next serious relationship when I was in my early 30s. And that girl was your age. So we were about almost 10 years apart. She just graduated college. I'm early 30s. And we were together for 2 years. And I'm trying to remember, that breakup was was a monster. um, and it went down very poorly. But when I about a year or so after we broke up, we she called me on my birthday to wish me a happy birthday, and I said, "Oh wow, okay." And we ended up being on the phone for a couple hours, and then every couple weeks after that, we were talking every couple weeks after that, and we would talk and chat and catch up on life. So it was kind of like squash the beef, you know. Yeah, bro, whatever. Had no issue with that, and that was a long time ago. That was like 8 years ago. So at first, I know what you're going through. Like, feels like your insides are like acid melting, but you'll get through it, man. And it's easy to say, oh, just play some guitar, do something to get your mind off of it. Nah, man, nah, because that ain't the truth. The truth is you just have to go through it, and after a little bit, hopefully you'll come out of your shell. Now, going back to what I just said with the girlfriend, um, when I was a teenager, there was a lot of other things going on in my life too. So it wasn't just her. That was a big, that was a big blow. But, you know, that was like kind of like my two big relationships I had, So, but I know how hard it is, for sure. But I've dated since then, here in between there. I'm currently not talking to anyone right now, but that's not really my goal, man. I really don't care about that. And as self-centered as it sounds, whatever self-fulfilling prophecy or whatever it is, like I just don't really, like, don't get me wrong, I'll never throw the idea away of having a family or anything like that, but like Tommy Emmanuel, man. Tommy Emmanuel, what does he say? It's never too late. Had a kid at 65. I think Tchaikovsky had a kid when he was like 87. You know what I mean? There's no rush. Don't rush that stuff. Make sure, here's the thing. Make sure you're right. Look at this as an opportunity to get you right. I am no guru. I am no life expert or guru of any kind. But from my own personal experience, as a man, take your red pill daily and overdose often. There's your life advice. Take that red pill. All right? Nobody deserves to be alone. We humans need surrounded by loved ones. Oh, yeah. Oh, bro. I'm not saying I'm alone. I'm not alone. I have a lot of people. But your inner circle of people, too, depends on what kind of personality you are. If you're an extroverted person or whatever, introverted, whatever, you'll notice, too, In about 10 years, probably, yeah. Right now, you probably have a lot of people around, or I don't know, whatever your situation is, but you'll start to notice that it starts to get smaller, and you'll see who your real homies is. You know what I'm saying? Truth bombs, dude. And I just keep it real with people, man. I talk to people like I'm talking to, you know what I mean? Whoever. Yeah, I don't hold back. But yeah, look at this time to really get whatever you need done. What needs to be done in your life? Is it your finances? Is it this? Is it this? Is it this? Just pick one. I'm sure there's something. You know what I mean? And not the girlfriend thing. And I know a lot of guys will tell you too. And I can't stand this red pill alpha shit where people will be like, "Oh yeah, you need to go out and just slay as many women as you." Nah, man. Mm-mm. That's a bad idea. You're gonna be worse. Trust me. Trust me on that. Women will indeed come into your life. No doubt about it. And I mean women, plural. Women, not singular. Plural. More than one woman. And you're just gonna get a harem of babes, dude. And you'll be like, "You're good, you're cool. No, you're cool, you're cool." You are the prize, my friend. I have a very deep empathy for people Okay. Oh man. I've got to go. I've got a show tonight. So I gotta get ready for that. But it was a pleasure talking to you, man. And I hope I see you again. Hit the notification bell. You'll see when I'm on next. I'll either be playing guitar or I do drawing. That's kind of what I do. So we will see you, bro. X, pleasure, dude. Let's hit this chord again. That bug went right between my fingers. Anyway. All right, bro. Have a good one.